India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh is expected to meet with his Chinese counterpart Dong Jun in Laos next week. And this comes just a month after the Indian Prime Minister and the Chinese President Xi Jinping met at the BRICS summit in Russia. The ministers are expected to meet on the sidelines of the ASEAN Defence Ministers Plus meeting. And this could, of course, be the first ministerial meeting between New Delhi and Beijing after last month's bilateral talks between the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping. The meeting has come on the heels of a non-hostile patrolling agreement between India and China that includes disengagement of troops in Depsang and Demchok along the line of actual control. The last time the Indian Defence Minister Rajnath Singh met a Chinese Defence Minister was back in 2023, when India had hosted the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit. And during that year, the Indian Defence Minister Rajnath Singh had refused to shake hands with the Chinese Defence Minister. With this, the then Chinese counterpart Li Shangfu had indicated cold ties between the two Asian giants. The ties between New Delhi and Beijing have turned very sour after clashes had broken out between the Indian and the Chinese forces at the Galwan Valley near the line of actual control in 2020. Now, the ADMM Plus comprises of defence ministers hailing from the 8 countries that include Australia, China, India, Japan, New Zealand, South Korea, Russia and the United States. And WION's Siddhant Civil has been tracking the story very closely for us and has sent us this report from New Delhi. Listen in.
Could the Indian Defence Minister Rajnath Singh meet his Chinese counterpart very soon? Possibly yes, on the sidelines of the ASEAN Defence Ministers Plus meeting in Laos next week. Now, essentially, this is a platform that brings together the ASEAN Defence Ministers and also countries from the region, including India, China, Australia, New Zealand, South Korea, US and Russia. Now, if this meeting happens, this will be the first meeting between the two sides at the ministerial level since first the Kazan thaw that saw Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Chinese President Xi Jinping meeting. The second, the Patrolling Pact of October that saw the resolution essentially in terms of disengagement in Demchok and Depsang. Now, there is positivity in the relationship, but long time before there is a peace in terms of the warm peace compared to the cold peace right now. And also in terms of normalization in the relationship, we know that after the Galwan incident of 2020 that saw aggressive action by the Chinese, the relationship had nosedived, and it's after almost 4 years that there is some kind of green shoots of recovery in the relationship. With video journalist Piyush Siddhant for WION in New Delhi.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.